Jaron bought a cell phone for $42. Juanita spent 1.5 times as much. How much did she spend? So he spent 42. She spent 1.5 times that. So let's rewrite this. 42 over 1 times, and let's make that a dot. Change this to an improper fraction. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3, so that's 3 over 2. We could multiply and divide, or let's cross cancel. Divide these both by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 42 divided by 2 is 21. Multiply 21 times 3. 21 times 3 is 63. So she spent $63. 12, what's the value of negative 2/5 divided by 3/4? The issue here is that we can't divide. Dividing is actually multiplying by the reciprocal. We have a negative times a positive. Gives us a negative. Now multiply just straight across. 2 times 4 is 8. 5 times 3 is 15. We can't simplify that, so we get negative 8 over 15. On to 13. What's the product of those two? So we need to multiply them together. So you have 8.77 times 2.5. We're multiplying. We have a negative and a positive, so we know the answer is going to be negative. Now let's multiply this out. 5 times 7 is 35. 5 times 7 is 35, plus 3 is 38. 5 times 8 is 40, plus 3 is 43. 2 times 7 is 14, becomes a 1. 2 times 7 is 14, plus 1 is 15, carry the 1. 2 times 8, 16, plus 1 is 17. And we add these straight down. 5 and 0 is 5. 8 plus 4 is 12, carry the 1. 1, 3, and 5. So 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 5 is 9. 4 plus 7 is 11, carry the 1. 1 and 1 is 2. We need to move the decimal 1, 2, 3 places. So we get negative 21.925. Next, 14. This person earned this much by working 5 days. What's the average amount she earned per day? So this many dollars for this many days. So we need to find the unit rate. We need to divide 725 by 5. So 725 divided by 5. 5 goes into 7 one time. 5 times 1 is 5. Minus get 2. Bring down this other 2. 5 goes into 22 4 times. 5 times 4 is 20. When we subtract here, we get 2. Bring down the 5. 5 goes into 25 5 times. So how much did this person make per day? $145 per day. 15. Ben paid $900 for a sofa. The price of the sofa was 2/3 the price that Ben paid. How much did Juana pay? So here, two-thirds of the price. We could throw in an of here, 2/3 of the price. So we're actually just multiplying it by 2/3. Don't multiply this out. I mean, I guess you could, but I see cross-canceling options. Let's cover up these two zeros. 3 and 9. Divide them both by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Now let's bring up these two zeros. And we multiply this. 1 times 1 is 1. 300 times 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Throw in those other two zeros, and we get 600. So how much did Juana pay for her sofa? 600. On to 16. Anna made this many quarts of lemonade. She poured the lemonade into containers. Each container holds 4/3 quart of a quart. How many containers did Anna use? So she has this much lemonade, and she's splitting that up into containers this size. So 1 container is this size, 2 containers would be 2 times that, 3 containers would be 3 times that. So you're cutting this up into pieces this big. So it'd be 400 over 1 divided by 4/7. We don't divide fractions. We have to multiply by the reciprocal. Again, we could multiply here, but don't. Notice this relationship. You can cover up these two zeros if you need. You have a 4 and a 4, so divide them both by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 4 divided by 4 is 1. Bring these two zeros. 400 divided by 4 is 100. We're left with 1 times 1 for the denominator is 1. 100 times 7 is 700. So how many containers did Anna use? She used 700 containers. If you were to get a decimal here, hopefully you'd know that that would be a mistake, because how many containers did you use? You're going to use a whole number of containers. You might not fill it up all the way, but you're at least going to use that container. Moving on to 17. This person went to the store to buy groceries. He bought cereal for this, milk for this, and a quart for this much. He paid the cashier with a 20. How much change did this person receive? Well, how much was the cost of all the groceries? We need to add them up. You need to add these up. Cereal, milk, and juice. When we add them up, 9, 9, and 9 is 27. Carry the 2. 2 and 2 is 4. Plus 4 is 8. Plus 7 is 15. Carry the 1. 5 and 1 is 6. Plus 2 is 8. Plus 3 is 11. So $11, the groceries cost $11.57. That's not our answer. We want to know how much change did he receive. He paid with a 20, so we handed them a 20. It cost $11.57. So we need to take $11.57 away from the 20 that he paid. So we need to borrow. This becomes a 1. This 0 becomes a 10. Now we need to borrow from it. Becomes a 9. This 0 becomes a 10. Now we need to borrow 1 from it. And now we can subtract. 10 minus 7 is 3. 9 minus 5 is 4. Keep the decimal where it is. 9 minus 1 is 8. 1 minus 1 is 0. How much change did he receive? He received $8.43 back.